Howdy, and how do you do? And welcome back to some Peglin Crucible 9. Crucible 9 time. Where bombs do more self-damage, is that what I saw? You do want another refresh. I know those other two are pretty good relics, but I think I'd rather have a refresh. Another refresh form. So I had the realization that I think, you know how there's those prodigy children that can write symphonies in their sleep? They wake up with a symphony in their head. I'm a prodigy child of movies. I'm pretty sure you can make my dreams into movies. Now, I'm sure a lot of people say that, but everyone else is just lying. They're not as good as me with my dreams. My dreams are better than any dreams that they're even imagining. No, but there's a dream that I had the other night that I woke up and I'm like, that would be a pretty interesting movie, because most of the movies that I like to watch are ones that kind of have like a little twist ending to it. So like, I don't want to give you any hints of what movies, because then I might spoil a movie for you, but this movie relates this dream relates closely with like a Shutter Island-esque movie. So kind of like in a prisoner state, kind of trying to figure out what's going on. It's a scientist. In my dream, I was a scientist that was doing research, and then all of a sudden reality started coming, like unfolding itself in front of me, and what I thought was reality slowly became not, and it had like this big old twist in the end of it. And I don't know, it's just a dream, so I guess I can tell you what it is, but if anyone decides to make a movie of it, just know it was my idea and I'm claiming intellectual rights on it, so just throwing that out there. No, but so the dream was essentially it kind of opened up where I just don't like these throws. Like, we missed a whole free relic there. Now we're doing a fight that we're not really going to get much money from. So the shop probably won't make any sense to go to. Maybe it will. We'll find out, I suppose. But I was a scientist on a boat. I was getting on a boat for the day and to begin our research. And the boat's full of a bunch of cabins within it. And other researchers, kind of like there's another bad throw going away from the this nonsense. Maybe this is a sign telling me not to share this dream because it's not as cool as I thought it was, but I'm sharing it anyway. And now we're fighting this fight. I despise this spider fight more than anything in the world. More than anything in the world. Look how annoying this is. We're gonna actually mark you, because there's something cool I want to try. Watch this. Nice. Took out 2 things. 2 birds, 1 stone. Alright, I know you guys are anxiously waiting for the outcome of my dream, but okay, so we're beginning our research. It's supposed to rain. It's early in the morning. We're just getting out to the body of water. It's like a lake, and we have like a boat with cabins in it where not independent researchers, but we have like, I don't know, cannon fodder researchers, kind of like background characters as researchers, and they are getting into their little cabins, starting their research. I'm having a conversation with my partner, so I have a really good research companion, my partner, who has been doing this research stuff with me forever, and he says, hey, it's going to be raining about 1 o'clock. I say we get off the water about 11 a.m. noon. And I'm like, that seems very early. Why would we need to get off the water for just rain? And he said, we just need to. It's going to be blowing in a storm. It's better safe than sorry. We don't want to damage the equipment, is what he says. And so we carry on our wayward son. We're on the grind path doing our research. And then it turns out this storm comes in a little sooner than even my partner thought. And we get through some turbulent, like the waves get heavy. The boat isn't equipped for those heavy waves and everything like that. So the boat overturns. And my research companion just disappears. He disappeared the moment the rain started. Nowhere to be found. And I'm sitting there trying to get the boat situated. It's overturned with all of our researchers inside of it. But then all of a sudden, I get hit in the head or something. It like black screens, essentially. Something happens, big wave comes, whip flips, goes black screen. Then I'm waking up in like, it's almost like an underground tunnel of like a World War II bunker or a World War I bunker, World War II bunkers. If you ever seen one of those, let's see if I can pull one up real quick. Google Chrome. We will look up a World War II bunker images. Well, none of these. It's kind of like this. Kind of like this bad boy right here. Kind of like, come on now. Kind of like that bad boy right there. That's kind of similar to what it is, but imagine a bunch of doors on the walls to go into like rooms. There's all kinds of rooms and stuff, and it's similar, very similar to this, is where I woke up to. And my partner starts talking to me again, and I was like, what happened? How did we get here? And he's doing what usually happens in movies and just filler. Oh, I went out, I saved you. All of our members are all of our researchers are in the emergency room. They're all getting checked out. It seems like everyone's okay. It was a freak accident. We don't know what happened. And I didn't really think much of it because it blacked out. I assume I got hit or something and everything's okay. And then the movie progresses it progresses kind of, there's a lot of filler stuff that some Hollywood producer and screenwriters could probably make better, or at least put in filler into it that I'm just not capable of. So there's some filler stuff that you can probably put in, some character development and whatnot. But in my dream, we kind of jump to the good nitty gritty stuff. And there was our second relic of this run. That is so bad. So bad that was our second relic. But it jumps forward. Then all of a sudden, what a bad throw with such good of a orb. This is just not a good run. And it's because I'm telling you my golden ticket to millionaire status. That's what it is. And the game's punishing me and saying, oh, you're not producing this video. No way. We don't want you losing these rights. Someone's going to steal them. If they steal them, I don't know. I don't even know what to do if that was the case, but it'd be cool nonetheless. We have this video to forever prove that it was my idea. But kind of jumps forward, and I'm like, went down the tunnels a little bit, and turns out these tunnels are like a prison. There's prisoners all over the place, and they are trying to explain to me that, yeah, apparently there's a whole prison system under the lake. And Mask of Sorrow. Do we have anything that does negative? No. Range of Ember. I don't know. Mask of Sorrow. Mask of Sorrow will be fine. And so it continues on, and then they're having like this big old town hall with the prisoners, and the prison owner looked kind of had a very familiar aura to him, but looked not familiar whatsoever. Kind of seemed like someone I knew for a very long time, but did not look familiar. And then they go up and start giving a speech talking about new technologies, new research that they're doing within this prison. And as he's talking, I start having like flashbacks to what my life was like. And it was a flashback of me with my my research companion, my colleague, and we're getting a Nobel Peace Prize for this AI technology that we were working on. And it was like a not holographic, but a hologram AI. It was kind of projection AI. And so it wasn't like honed in or anything, so didn't think much of it until as the flashbacks continued going. And then it's like little flashbacks of the processes leading up to this moment of like the storm and of my colleague disappearing during the storm and having all kinds of different sketchy things like that going on. Are we about to lose here? 17 damage. You can do it. Thank you. Oh my lord. We are not having a good time this run. But these flashbacks started going through, and then I look over to my colleague because he's sitting there watching this with me, and I wave my hand over his face, and all of a sudden it's like breaking up like a hologram, and you can see a different face, unrecognizable face underneath the hologram or the projection of my partner's face, and it was a totally random stranger. It was a prisoner that they've taken the prisoners' bodies, they put on this like they put on our technology after they honed it in, and now it projects like a face over the prisoners' bodies, and it's like artificial intelligence. It takes the form of my colleague, and that's who's been just biding my time. And then it comes to find out the owner of this prison is my colleague. And they had me essentially trapped in here in a cyclical system of doing this pointless research in a lake on a boat. And this storm essentially knocked it all whack. The reason my colleague disappeared, honestly, we have a lot of good orbs, but I think the Ouroboros is just going to be all better. I think the Ouroboros will fix everything for us because we are not strong. We are not strong enough to do anything right now whatsoever. So it turns out that was the case. And I start looking around and I notice there was this character's wife. It wasn't my real wife or anything. And she was essentially imprisoned by my colleague my real colleague who owned the prison and was running the prison, and had her under like, she had one of these AI technologies that would control her body, and so where she wouldn't have control, and it would be this AI form and control of her body and essentially running everything she does. I think we lost. Not really much we can do here. 500 damage, yeah. Dang it. But she was getting controlled by him, and they had a kid. They had a little girl, and that no one knows that I figured this out yet, except for, I guess, the prisoner that's in the shade that's controlled by an AI that's supposed to represent my colleague. They know, and then I'm not quite sure the logistics there, and it kind of like blacked out and reappeared back, and I'm having a conversation with my wife. I guess I got a chance to talk to her privately, And so we went off, had that conversation. She said, please just take my daughter and leave. There's no way she was going to get out of there. So it jumps back to my colleague, the prison owner colleague, and he's having a conversation with my wife that was prisoned. And all of a sudden you hear a loud car engine noise going off, and it's my character, the main character. He stole the sports car of the main bad guy, and you can hear it driving away. So the main bad guy grabs a rifle and tries to end the main character's life as he's trying to drive away, and he notices a girl in the passenger seat and says there's a girl with him, and the wife that's imprisoned says, that's our daughter, save our daughter. And so he's trying to like shoot him, essentially misses, gets out of line of sight, and he's just infuriated, screaming. He throws the rifle, he starts walking up to the wife and just throws the rifle at her, and then storms out of the room. And as he storms out of the room, turns and storms out of the room, you can see the wife's face flicker as a projection, and it was a prisoner's face underneath the projection instead of her actual body. So then that's kind of where it left off, to where it's kind of like that, who was the girl in the car and where was the wife? Was it actually the daughter? Was it the wife? What happened? And that was kind of how it ended. I don't know if I did it justice too much, but I'm not the greatest at storytelling, and that was like recall while storytelling, so not my best of work, but it's honest work. Let me know of your thoughts on my movie adaptation that I had concoct in my sleep. I thought it was good, at least. I hope you might think the same. Quite possibly. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Who knows? But I thought it was interesting. It's kind of got that little twist ending. It'll be our little secret. If you guys know anyone from Hollywood and would love to see this on the big screen one day, or on streaming services near you, I think it would fare quite well. I mean, I don't think it's like the next. It could be the next Shutter Island. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but I mean, I thought it was pretty good. It kept me intrigued and wanted me to see how the end was, and it's kind of got that little unknown ending, which I like. Kind of like, what happened? It's been a hologram this whole time. Who's a hologram? Who's not a hologram? You know, it's got that mystery aspect to it, and I think that's what really excites me about it. But of course, it was a dream, so bits of it just doesn't make too much sense, and would need a professional to come in, kind of fill up the gap, get some character development in, really build out the story a little bit more. More of what I have is just a concept. A great concept, I think, if someone has the ability to apply that concept and make it better. Better. And if not, that's okay. We'll hold on to it. Maybe one day we'll get in contact with someone that could produce it, or maybe not. Who knows? Match Orbs is interesting. We do have a Mu Circle and we have enhanced gunpowder, so I think it's worth tempting, especially going into an elite fight. What is this elite fight? This is new. I'm a fan. I think. 3 bombs though, which 3 bombs are a little different. Not quite what we're used to. A lot better orb-wise, so I think I don't want to toot my own horn and say I'm just gonna toot my own horn this whole video, so. But I did complain about this map a lot, and I wonder if it's because they redid it this way. because of my complaints, because the old map was so hard to do enough damage to do anything to these characters. Granted, like, there's still moments in this map that you can do that, do like no damage, but then look at that, we can actually pop off a little bit and do good, which I think is phenomenal upgrade from where it was. Like, we're not doing just 12 damage at a time. Beautiful. I'm thrilled with that. That is magnificent. Beautiful. Magnificent. Do we want another Matryoshka? Just a gang of Matryoshkas with pumpkin pie? Nothing wrong with a little bit of a gang of Matryoshkas. We do want to go right so that we can upgrade our Matryoshkas. A little bit of Pierce. We do want to get rid of our stones, which is a little bit more top of mind than anything else. Oh shoot, that works. We'll upgrade that. Continue on. Yeah, so I've had that was probably my most memorable like movie dream here recently. I did have one years and years ago whenever I was back in college, and I thought it was a pretty good topic as well. It was another like twist one where it's like, what just happened? But this one, instead of like being in a prison and stuff like that topic, it was more along the lines of it was an island, and it was like, this one is more of like a horror movie, and it kind of scared me. So it was a scarier horror movie. It was kind of like an island that was cursed or something. And so yeah, that one was a little bit more different, a little bit more change of pace than what we would normally have. Maybe that's whenever we get into our horror kick. Maybe we make a horror film like that, but that would be down the line a little bit. We don't need to worry about that starting out. I think our prison idea, our Shutter Island prison idea, would be fine. I say Shutter Island just because it's kind of like a prison. It was like a research firm, and it has AI, so it's a little bit more applicable to today's times and a little bit more fearful for today's times. And well, I mean, I think there's a lot of bits of this concept that could use some work, but ooh, what's this? Spinfection when damaging enemies. Turn enemies with spinfection. X lose 10 times X HP. We'll do it. That's like the blind. So we can get like the blind sand and the spinfection. It's pretty interesting. Remove an orb, please. We'll remove a stone. We don't need all these stones. I wouldn't mind removing all of our stones, to be fair. A cookie's okay, I suppose. We only have one refresh. Getting rid of a crit would be probably the most ideal. Let me guess. Yeah, it was gonna go across the map. See, like, the refresh is just hurting us more than anything. Dang it. Good refresh. Oh, of course you hit the crit. You didn't have to hit the crit here, man. It wasn't a necessity. A necessity. Dang, that did some work. Upgrade, please. We'll upgrade one stone. Just one stone. And we're moving on. Ooh, the gift that keeps on giving. I don't want to lose a refresh. I'd rather lose a crit than a refresh. The gift that keeps on giving. Magnificent. Don't see that one too often anymore. Ooh, we need Pierce for this boss. And we need more bombs. Interesting. That's enough damage. Oh, we lost so much health. Which way map-wise? Go. Upgrading you is not bad. Because that's a sphere. A level 2 sphere is pretty good with just an instant upgrade to it. And we'll just continue on. We don't want to worry about our stones by any means. We want to get rid of them. We have enough money to get rid of one at the store. Maybe I should have just thrown the stone. Because all this is going straight into a... good bomb hit. Nice bomb hit. That's another extra 10 damage here, but you're still going to take out both of these individuals. We have another sphere going on, so we do have enough pierce going on, which is good. You're going to fall down that pumpkin pie, and we're not enough damage. Yep, that's plenty of damage. Plenty of bomb damage to get rid of it. Around that shield. No, we're good. We don't need that. And another level 2 sphere was offered to us, which isn't bad. Complex Claw? I guess, as long as we still have a refresh, it makes sense to have the Complex Claw, I think. Bad cheese is fine. We have enough for a relic and remove of an orb, I believe. We have enough for both. Yes, we do. None of these relics necessarily entice me. Strange brew, probably. Then remove one of our stones, please. We do want to fight this elite, though. Beautiful. Oh, that's no, you moved. You could have went straight down the pumpkin pie path. Okay, this pumpkin pie is not gonna like us. You couldn't just hit the refresh. Ooh, you went down the pumpkin pie though. Do it again, please. It's beautiful. Match your orbs go with some gift that keeps on giving is going to be glorious. Do we upgrade? Yes. No, we don't. Continue on. Light shaft potion. Refreshes grant crits. Don't think so. Well, crits aren't bad for us. Currently, crits are better on all of our orbs. So I guess Pocket Watch is good. I say Pocket Watch. Pocket Watch is fine, kind of keeps it spaced out because we do still have Basic Blade and the Spiral Slayer and the Unicorn Horn. Stupid Unicorn Horn. So annoying. Upgrade all stones. I think remove an orb or remove the stone instead of upgrading it to level 2. We don't care about that stone. A little map through orbs go with one bomb on the map. Yeah, you're just better than the Matryorbsko currently. Beautiful pumpkin pie hit too. Refresh wise, we're going to be hurting. So please give us a refresh here of some sort. It's one extra refresh, that's all I ask for. Dang it. I'm not taking the gambler chip. Gambler chips poo poo. Poo poo MacGyver goo. Oh, look, it counts up there now. Honestly, I don't know how you hit that refresh, but I'm all for it. Dang it. You're supposed to stay right here and you get a little bit more. Oh, you have to worry about. Oh, well, we don't have to worry about piercing. And I think this will end it. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I think the Molt Mantle is what we want here. Haven't really played it before, but I mean, yes, we have played it multiple times, but we have 144 gold. We don't need more gold, I don't believe. I think a 3/3 might do enough damage here. Oh, with how many Matry orbs because we have? Just don't take some. Well, we have healing through the refreshes. So in theory, if we can go right, get some more healing going on, especially since we lost health there. Our bulwark didn't really help us there. I say bulwark. Dumbbell. That's fine. We're not gonna refresh that often. We need heals, man. I mean, we're not gonna reload that often. Call me crazy for skipping you, but we want this Math 3 orbs guy out there. Call me crazy, but we're throwing this Matry orbs guy out. We lose some health here. We don't worry about healing. Sash of Focus is going to be helpful. We did want to go right, I believe. No, we did not. I should have looked at the map. Beautiful. Now that's what we like to see. Get that. But we don't have any money for that. No more. What's annoying is there's no more elite fights. Which I guess we don't need elite fights. But we do need relics. Need more relics. We're gonna plow through this. Pretty impressive amount of damage there. You survive? Come on now. You don't need to hit a red bomb. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fiery Furnace. Recombobulator. Our final boss here. The Recombobulator is a little dangerous. Oh, I just don't see you being that beneficial either, but the Recombobulator is a little too dangerous with red bombs. Echo Chamber 10, that relic sucks. Where are we going here? Am I really forcing it to these shops? I think so. No, no, please, please, please. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. What is that? Attacks apply Spinfection 2 to enemies? Okay, I'll take that. Is that just the poison? Oh, Recombobulator could have been so helpful with that. I didn't even think about it. Bring back Recombobulator. I thought that was our last run that we had that. But it wasn't our last run, it was this run. That does 30 damage, which is fantastic. You're doing plenty of damage. Just gonna refresh here. You're not gonna do enough damage, which is sad. We're gonna lose some health here. Fine. Sad, we're gonna lose a lot more damage than I anticipated. Continue on our wayward son. Dang it, so sad. I should have grabbed Recombobulator. That was nice. We continue on. Money does not matter. No, thank you. I'm so sad. What a gross fight this one is too. And we could have had Recombobulator going on. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I don't know if we'll have a chance to max out our HP here, so might as well just do it now. At least there's bombs that are going to constantly refresh here. We'll be fine. It's an extra 60 damage. Oh, this is going to be so much dead instantly, so it didn't even matter. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you got a chance to listen to my movie ideas. And we got through Crucible 9, so now it's Crucible 10 time. Time to get into the final 5? Final 5. But thank you so much, and I look forward to talking with you all later. Bye-bye.